So, yeah. Here, I'm gonna do something. Poll. Let's make a poll. If it's a tie, then I'm going to go with yes. But basically, I have lots of stuff that I need to grab in order to finish all the clothing. So if that says no, then I'm gonna just go straight to the end. First up, we're going to go to the East Akla stable. There are things that I can buy out of that list, and so I'm going to buy them if I can. So if I finish all, if it says yes, then I will finish all the clothing. That means I need to go and grab lots of stuff. If it says no, then I'm not going to bother, and I'm going to go straight to the end. The base of waterfalls is the spot that you can get hardy bass, typically. Massacre Lake, which surrounds the forest, has stealth fin trout. This is where you get them. Smotherwing butterflies are also obviously in this area, but I can't grab them. I'm so bad at it. 6 fireproof lizards. Check. Let's go searching for some Lizalfos. I need 30 yellow Lizalfos tails. As one person put it, this is the method of finding Lizalfos tails is basically just run around in the Gerudo Desert. They called it the Great Lizalfos Massacre. I cannot get that picture for the life of me. I'm gonna have to just end up paying Simon for it. That's the use of rupees at this point, by the way. Because I need to pay Simon for a bunch of things. Okay, we're at 30. That means I don't have to be here anymore. What I'm going to do at this point is... I'm going to head back over to here. See what I can get done on the clothing. Alright, that's all the Lionel got. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. 2 Samuel 5. Then all the tribes of Israel came to David at Hebron and said, "Behold, we are your bone and flesh. In times past, when Saul was king over us, it was you who led out and brought in Israel. And the Lord said to you, You shall be shepherd of my people Israel, and you shall be prince over Israel." So all the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron. And King David made a covenant with them at Hebron before the Lord. And they anointed David king over Israel. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. At Hebron he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months. And at Jerusalem he reigned over all Israel and Judah 33 years. And the king and his men went to Jerusalem against the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, who said to David, "You will not come in here, but the blind and the lame will ward you off," thinking, "David cannot come in here." Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion, that is, the city of David. And David said on that day, "Whoever would strike the Jebusites, let him get up the water shaft to attack the lame and the blind, who are hated by David's soul. Therefore it is said, the blind and the lame shall not come into the house." And David lived in the stronghold and called it the city of David. And David built the city all around from the Millo inward. And David became greater and greater, for the Lord the God of hosts was with him. And Hiram king of Tyre sent messengers to David, and cedar trees, also carpenters and masons who built David a house. And David knew that the Lord had established him king over Israel, and had exalted his kingdom for the sake of his people Israel. And David took more concubines and wives from Jerusalem, after he came from Hebron, and more sons and daughters were born to David. And these are the names of those who were born to him in Jerusalem: Shemua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibhar, Elishua, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphalet. When the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over Israel, all the Philistines went up to search for David. But David heard of it and went down to the stronghold. Now the Philistines had come and spread out in the valley of Rephaim. And David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I go up against the Philistines? Will you give them into my hand?" And the Lord said to David, "Go up, for I will certainly give the Philistines into your hand." And David came to Baal-perazim, and David defeated them there. And he said, "The Lord has broken through my enemies before me like a breaking flood." Therefore the name of that place is called Baal-perazim. And the Philistines left their idols there, and David and his men carried them away. And the Philistines came up yet again, and spread out in the valley of Rephaim. And when David inquired of the Lord, he said, "You shall not go up. Go around to their rear, and come against them opposite the balsam trees. When you hear the sound of marching in the tops of the balsam trees, then rouse yourself, for the Lord has gone out before you to strike down the army of the Philistines." And David did as the Lord commanded him, and struck down the Philistines from Geba to Gezer. May God bless the reading of his word. Let's go ahead and grab dragon parts. I need a shard of Ferosh's horn. No, I have that. But I do need, I need two scales from Ferosh. All the way back there. Okay. Did that bird just run right? Yes, it did. The bird ran into the lava. Okay, then. I mean, so did I. But, there's a difference. Did it really have to go all the way down? Come on. Where's that going? can hit me, but he can't actually freeze me. Good morning. What do you need? I need a picture. So I actually didn't miss that many. Let's see, that's 34. 41. I only missed 41. Cool. Let's get a material picture. How did I miss that? How did I miss sand seals? Sand seals, horses. So many things where I'm like, really? How did I miss that? Okay, whatever. Huh? I thought I could still add a picture, but it looks like I can't right now. I have a feeling some options are still hidden, but I'm not sure what can be done to make them appear. Wait, what? There's also some pictures that you can only get after you've beaten the game. Namely of Ganon. So... that's what he's saying. I'm not sure what can be done. You have to actually beat the game in order to get all of the pictures. When we come back next time, I have more things to grab stuff for so that I can upgrade them. I've not got too much left, hopefully, but hopefully not too much left, but it is significant. I need to grab lots of pieces of dragons and lots of rocks and star fragments and things like that. So we'll be doing that next time. But hopefully that'll be the end, because I've finished Trial of the Sword. That was the thing I was most worried about. Now I just have to grab stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So that's gonna be all for today. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.